she slime me and my mind made. I'ma run it up for real, make them wish they ain't play. And my lady life for real, she...
Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's going on, my YouTube family, man? Shout out to family, shout out to Squadron. If you're new to the Squadron, man, welcome to the fam. Glad to have you. Tory Lanez, man, has been stabbed in prison. I've been seeing it, but I didn't really get a chance to double back and get into it. But yeah, man, apparently he got poked up in there, man, and to see dude go from where he was to this is just crazy, bro. Like, comment,
but in the end, the judge...
Let's see what's going on, man. Because if y'all know, man, if y'all remember around the time of that COVID shit, when the COVID shit was like at the height or at its peak, I remember Tory had like the littest lives. Everybody was on this shit, bro. So it's just crazy to see it happen this way for him, man.
The judge handed down his sentence, 10 years behind bars. Rapper Tory Lanez found out his fate at a downtown LA courtroom Tuesday.
Everybody, man, go subscribe to Woody Apprentice, you know. Real good content. You always, you know, keep everybody updated with the hip-hop news.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we got some crazy news. It looks like Tory Lanez, superstar rapper / singer Tory Lanez, well, he's been serving a bid because of that whole Megan Thee Stallion shooting, right? Well, it looks like he might have ran into it with somebody on the yard and ended up getting stabbed, man. At least that's what's being reported by TMZ and a lot of big news outlets out there, man. So what I want to do is I want to get to the story and talk about the specifics. But before we talk about that, I want to say this. For Tory Lanez to be doing this bid, I think it's like a 10-year bid that he got sentenced. You know what I mean? And then his whereabouts is still up in the air after he gets out because, you know, he's from Canada. So he doesn't know if he's going to be deported when he gets out, what's going to happen with that or whatnot. But according to this situation, man, and what's been going on with him, it seems like his time has been relatively light. Now, we don't know the inner workings of what's going on in jail. We don't know all the politics and things that's going down. But for everything that's worth and what people have been saying when they've been coming out of prison and have seen him, you know, he's pretty much been just living his time and doing it just like a regular inmate. Even though he did drop an album or whatnot that ain't nobody really checked for.
But that's good, man. What that's showing us is Tory Lanez has accepted his time. He got his time and he doing his time, bro. Like a real man, he's standing on man time, basically. You know what I mean? And that's like real commendable and respectable. He doing his time. He ain't tripping. It seems like he's just trying to get it behind him, man.
Because, you know, he ain't here. That's a tough thing to do, man, to drop an album while you ain't here. Even though Lil Durk seemed to pull it off successfully, you know, Tory Lanez is one of those guys that because of the charges, because of everything, it's going to look like he's going to have to be here to promote that album when he gets out or whatnot. But this is a crazy situation about him getting stabbed, man. So, man, let's get to the story. All right, so this is the news story that's out there right now. So you see in the headline, it says, rapper Tory Lanez stabbed in California prison, rushed to hospital. And it looks like this happened today, man. It's crazy that dude is doing this time and you barely hear a peep out of him or anything until now. And then once you finally hear something about dude, he got stabbed. So, I mean, this is crazy. Now, rapper Tory Lanez is facing a medical emergency after being stabbed in prison. In 2023, Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting at then-girlfriend Megan Thee Stallion. Now, there's a lot of debate about the whole Megan Thee Stallion thing. You know, everybody's been back and forth about that a million times, so I'm not going to drag that into this. And you mess around and get stabbed in the joint, man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man, that shit is, man.
And, you know, prison is what it is, man. You're going to be on that yard. You're going to get into it with people. It's just the nature of the beast. According to TMZ, Lanez was stabbed in prison on Monday morning after getting into an altercation with another inmate. I don't know what they could have been getting into it about. You know, inmates, they get into it about the most minuscule, stupid stuff, man, that just don't mean anything, but it means everything to them in that moment, in that minute, because they locked up. If they wasn't locked up, it wouldn't be an issue. And it looked like, you know, him and somebody got into it, and Buddy just said, forget it, and went for his and tried to stab Tory Lanez up, which sucks. I ain't promoting it. Now, the story continues by saying this. It says, Tory was in the yard at California Correctional Institution at Tehachapi Monday morning when another inmate stabbed him. according to multiple.
But see, man, that's why it's important, man, to be real respectful. Like, from my understanding, the respect level in prison is higher than in the free world. Like, you ever go to the store, you could be downtown, you know, just say you somewhere busy and there's a lot of people. You know what I mean? Sometimes people don't say excuse me. Sometimes people might accidentally bump you and just, you know, might not say nothing. And there it seems like you gotta be real respectful. Like, the small stuff matter, you know what I mean?
Multiple sources, including one law enforcement. So it looks like even law enforcement is tapped in and said, hey man, somebody they got into it and then somebody stabbed him. So they verified it. Now, I wonder what in the world they could have been into it about early to this morning. Like we said earlier, it's prison. It could be anything. It'd be like, hey man, I said I had that chair. You know, some stupid stuff.
Man,
now, it's unclear what...
You heard what he just said. He said it's prison, so it really could be anything. It could be who sat in my chair, who, like, man, for real, could be over the smallest thing, man. I hope he all right, though, man, because he an artist, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to see. And granted, old girl did get, you know what I mean, in her foot. So, but it's crazy to see how the cards unfolded for Tory, man. It's just still surprising.
What the motivation was for the attack, but one source tells us Tory was rushed by ambulance to a nearby civilian hospital in Bakersfield. So he's kind of in that central California area. Not even kind of, that's where he's at right now. Now, the story continues by saying TMZ goes on to report that Lanez's injuries are non-life-threatening and that he should be fine. Just last week, Lanez announced that he had finished his new album while behind bars on an Instagram post. Now, what's crazy is this cat keeps turning out product, like keeps putting out albums, keeps doing material, even though he's locked up. Where
now, is he signed to anybody though, or is Tory Lanez independent? Because if he independent, he could probably drop much if he want. If he signed to a label, I don't know if that might hurt him when he get out. So
you got artists who are out here, man. I'm talking about like they free as can be, and you can't get an album out of them. But Tory Lanez is a workhorse. He always has been, man. He's always been one of those cats who is down to try to put in that work and really work hard. Plus, he's a dual threat, man. He's a singer and he's a rapper. You know, that's hard to come by these days. You know, you got your Chris Breezes or whatever, but he's way more the singer, dancer type than just an actual could be a lyricist. Like Tory Lanez, as far as being a lyricist, he got that. Like his freestyles are amazing. Like he carried the torch, man, during the pandemic, man. He had us all out there, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, you know, quarantine radio or whatnot, man.
What did I say in the beginning of the video, bro? Tory had the littest lives back then. Anybody remember that whole peak of COVID, quarantine, all that sort of shit? It was nowhere you could really go, bro. All anybody could do is get on their live and get on this Instagram. This Instagram used to be busting, bro. But I'm gonna end the video here, man. I'm gonna put the original video link down below in the description for y'all, man. Appreciate y'all watching and rocking with your boy, man. Stay down with me all 2025, man. All gas, no brakes. It's just the beginning. Think before you do. Think before you speak. You know what I mean? Try to be better than you was the year before. If it ain't beneficial, it's artificial. If it ain't helping you, it's fucking hurting you big. Hey, man, say, man, do whatever you gonna do, man. You gonna do something I would do, man. Peace.
Before she slime me and my mind made, I'ma run it up for real, make 'em wish they ain't play. And my lady like for real, she got Chanel.